Located right in the heart of Buffalo's Riverside area, today we take a visit to the Shaffer Village Apartments. I'm Boogie Blue, and this is my IYKYK series, If You Know, You Know, where if you were born in Buffalo, New York, you probably know these things, should know these things, or could help me out. Here we take deep dives into Buffalo's history, including people, places, and things. And I don't think I know everything, so if you know a little bit more, share your thoughts. So shall we get into the Shaffers? Shall we? Now, in advance, I do want to let you know that I don't know too much about the Shaffer Village, and there's not much available on the internet about them. So everything that I know, everything in this video is just me relying on my personal knowledge from growing up here. But if you are from the Shaffer Village and you got some memories or some facts or anything like that, please drop them in the comments below. Now, one thing that I was able to scour from the internet is that the Shaffer Village was built in 1953 by BMHA. I will also say that this was an attempt to help low-income families, but we know how BMHA is with a low-income family, and it was also an attempt to have somewhere for African Americans. Now, into the nitty-gritty, what I know about the Shaffers. Now, from what I know is that you could run up a bag over there. Like, if you had some shit to get off, you could get it off over there. And what I found out is that Shaffer is responsible for the way that we speak. Who would have knew? Who would have known? I was also today years old when I found out that if you're from the Shaffers and you lose a game of pool, you might as well not even just say you're from the Shaffer. And I'm not gonna lie, it was so hard to find a picture of the Shaffer Village sign. And then I found out that it was taken down because the Projectians kept on hanging in front of it. So the people was like, you know what, we're just gonna take it down. Here was another project overcome with violence and drugs. Therefore, it's in a redevelopment stage right now. But if you know, you know, back in the day, Shaffer and Jaspers had beef. And although the Shaffers and the Jaspers had beef, that had nothing on the war that Shaffers had with Pine Harbor. If you know, you know. Now, when I say that this was a war, baby, I lived on the east side. I'm from the East Ferry Projects, you heard? But in the same token, we heard about it all the way over here. Now, the reason why we are considering this as a war and not just a beef is the amount of pew that was taking place all the time. I mean, if you was from the Pine Harbor or if you was from Shaffer, baby, if you was caught in either one that you wasn't supposed to be, one of them is still alive. If you know, you know. Now, like I said, I don't know too much about the Shaffers because I was not necessarily, that wasn't my neck of the woods. What even caused the beef at this point? And there's not really a lot on the internet for me to be able to be like, hey, this is what happened. So at this point, I am relying on all my Shafferians and anybody that know anything about the Shaffers. Drop the best memory that you know or drop a fun fact that we don't know that you could share with us. Now, one thing that I do know is that because of the drugs, the violence, all of that, the project itself ran down. Now, I think that there are still like habitable apartments over there right now where people are living. I don't know. So if you do, let me know. Also, what's going on? Because I know it should be a lot more information available about this. Y'all tell me what's going on. It's given that they're trying to erase this from history, but they can't. If you from the Shaffers, and I do mean only from the Shaffers, please drop a memory of yours that you had over there. Because I'm letting y'all know right now, a lot of the information that I have been receiving isn't like the best, and I'm not trying to be biased. I'm trying to stay impartial with this series. The Shaffers, it was the best of times, it was the worst of times. Are you from the Shaffers? Do you know someone from the Shaffers? If so, and you survived, you're a survivor. Share this video and share your story. Welcome to Buffalo. If you know, you know.